Imagine getting this for Christmas. Better make sure the kids don't get it in their hands, since that's not even a real phone. But we don't judge if you thought it was at first. The manufacturer tried to mimic the looks of a smartphone as best as possible. This fully functioning gun, shooting 2 rounds, was made by Conceal and had received quite some attention for its looks. The company closed shop in 2022 due to supply chain issues, among others. However, still, there is a chance you can find something like this under the Christmas tree. Many toy manufacturers are producing toy versions of the original, real gun from Conceal. This time, it is not shooting real bullets, of course, but plastic ones. You can grab one from AliExpress for under $20. Just make sure you don't get into problems with anyone mistaking it for the real thing. The land aircraft carrier is all over the internet. Understandably, when is the last time a car manufacturer produced a model that has a fully functioning aircraft in the back? It works like this. The drone part is chaired while the car is being charged. Then you can drive around as usual. When needed, the aircraft automatically detaches, the wings fold open, and within 5 minutes, the driver can take off. There is plenty of automation going on here, so operating it won't be too hard. Flying supposedly requires just one hand thanks to the joystick. The driving, by the way, is just like with any regular car. Same parking space, same permits. There's no use beating around the bush. People online are either in love or terrified by this concept. We can't blame them. The thought of getting swallowed by your own bed in the darkness of night is strange, but you'll be lucky to own it in the unfortunate event of an earthquake because it becomes a shelter from falling debris. How to get out of it again? That's the most commonly asked question when people see it. Through sensors, it understands when an earthquake hits and sets the mechanism in motion. The provisions inside, like water, food, generators and oxygen, make sure that any waiting for rescue teams is bearable, except for any case of claustrophobia, of course. These have been presented in many different models over the years. Would you be willing to replace your bed with it if it ever gets into production? Petting a dog in VR, a simple request that might need a lot of setup. Developed as a research project, these inflatable and dynamic robots could make it happen, along with many other activities, touching walls, fighting, boxing simulations, or even playing tennis. The construction itself is quite straightforward. A base with omnidirectional wheels and a top that can inflate and become higher or lower. Programmed to move as a group, they bring the dimension of touch into VR in a more straightforward way than, let's say, the gloves from haptic, which work entirely as gloves that give feedback. Remember, when VR was new and people would break TVs and run into walls because they forgot to mind their surroundings? We bet things would have been a lot easier back then with these around. Depending on whether you live in a big city or a small town, you'll be either surprised or bored by this invention: flexible, transparent screens. The Chinese company making these is known for some crazy installations: an LED tunnel, a flying carpet on a drone, or even this immersive cave. But let's shine a light on their, in our opinion, most exciting product: the flexible screens. According to the manufacturer, application is easy and the designs can be added using a laptop or smartphone. At the moment, it is most used in commercial applications, like storefronts, but you can also ask them to make up an entire room in your house. Fold up the handlebars, turn them around, flip open the frame, and adjust the setter. Folding up in 4 steps, this quickly turns into an electro scooter. Even with a friend in the back, it gets to quite a speed. Admittedly, the footage of turning with high speeds does look a bit wonky, but the manufacturer promises stability thanks to the third wheel. Also, you can always circumvent this problem using the 3-speed adjustments on the handlebar. By the way, if you don't have a co-rider, you can also attach a basket in the back. Pretty sweet. Don't forget to subscribe to Unstoppable Gadgets. And if you want to check out some cool inventions, click on the screen for the next video.